achieve it, believe it, receive it.
What's up guys, I am Aria Renee and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be me doing my vision board. Some people may say I'm late, some people may say I'm early. I'm kind of right on time. I've been wanting to do a vision board for 2022 for a while now, but I've been trying to wait to make sure that I'm not too early. But that is what we're going to get in today. So to talk about like a vision board or a dream board, like what is it? So basically it's a collection of pictures and images, which are the same things, and quotes and different texts that align with whatever goals you are trying to manifest. So basically it's just a big manifesting mood board for whatever you want to happen in your life for a period of time. My dream board is obviously going to be for the year of 2022. So I do have my pictures already printed out. I went to Office Depot. So if you guys watch my vlog, which I will probably leave in the link in the description below or somewhere up at the top, I showed you guys where I went to Office Depot and where I got all of my items. Now, when it comes to making your vision board, one thing you want to do is make sure that you're in the right space. Like, you don't want to do it just to do it. Like, you actually want to make sure you have some intentions in it. You want to make sure that you're feeling okay, happy, you're motivated. Make sure your energy around you is really good. If you guys watch the channel, you guys know I'm kind of big on energy. So some things I did to make sure that I got ready for this vision board was I put on my spiritual playlist, which I will leave in the comment section below if you guys want to check that out. I lit an incense as well. Today I am using an incense called Sage, which is part of the sacral chakra like incense thing that I got that has like about 80 or 70 incense in it. I also vlogged about that as well. I made sure that there's a certain color that I wanted to emulate around me. I really wanted to wear the color red, but I noticed that I don't have a lot of red in my closet. So what I did is I changed all my LED lights to red. And red, I just want to bring in that sexiness, that confidence, and all of that when I'm doing my vision board. I also laid out some crystals as well. You guys have seen all of those. Some of the crystals that I do have is amethyst, clear quartz, green aventurine, which is the one that was the green one in the little plastic. I also have rose quartz, selenite, and black obsidian as well, and I just put those around me where I'm going to be doing my vision board. I want to dress either confident or really sexy. I was going to do a really glam, sexy look, but yesterday was Thanksgiving and I kind of did that already. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you guys go do that. I did post 2 photos relating to Instagram and I think I look bomb. I did eyelashes, I did nails that I actually still have on currently, which of course my camera is not going to pick up. But I wanted to be comfortable because I'm sitting down, I'm cutting, I'm trying to make sure everything has an intention in it and everything else. So make sure you're dressed for how you feel. And the last thing that I did, and this is optional, I really wanted some wine, but we didn't have wine, so we still had some beer left over for Thanksgiving, so I am having a Corona. So I am having a Corona in a nice little wine glass. This has frozen cranberries at the top just to look cute and a little festive or whatever. Like I said, I really wanted wine, but I think the drink looks cute either way. You can do water and lemon, water and apple cider vinegar, just plain water. You can do your wine. You can make a drink if you want to. I could have made a drink as well, but I just decided to go with something simple because I want to just like mellow, you know, just work on my board. But like I said, this is totally optional. This is just something that I am doing. So when it comes to actually making your vision board and making sure that it is successful and it aligns with you, one thing I would recommend doing, which is what I did this year, was I basically took some areas in my life that I knew that I needed to work on, and then I went in and then I wrote down like individual details of each goals that I work on, which I'm actually going to get into as I'm actually doing my vision board. But I have 2 pages here that I just wrote on. I will say my categories that I chose was financial and well health, spirituality, relationship, and personal. So those are areas that I all want to grow in the year 2022. If you guys don't really know what it is that you want, because I know a lot of us get lost in what we want to do, but we know we're supposed to like have some sense of purpose. TikTok right now is a great way to get motivated. I personally like hashtag Black Girl Luxury. That is one of the hashtags that I use when I was just finding different areas, like especially in finance and things like that, that I really enjoyed and loved looking at. I look at those on the daily anyways. You guys can obviously use Pinterest or any other hashtags on TikToks. You can also go on Instagram and look at your favorite influencers and figure out what are some measurable, realistic goals that you can do that you look up to them for and want to incorporate in your life as well. So here I actually have all of my photos, and I'm going to go into these photos in detail. Of course, if you guys watched my last vlog, which I came out with on Thursday for Thanksgiving, you will actually already see all the pictures that I already have. So I chose to go to Office Depot. I printed out 8 pages that came to about $5 and some change, and I did an 8x15 sheet and just put a bunch of pictures on there. Now when it came to putting my pictures on here, I used Canva, and obviously I've been using Canva for a long time. I've actually been doing this in Canva for a very long time. So like everybody says on here, use Canva. Use Canva. It's a great tool, a free tool. Of course, they do have paid options as well, but make sure you guys check them out. But let's go ahead and start cutting these out, and that way we can start placing them on our vision board and I can start talking about them. Alright, so this clip is going to be a lot different than the other clip because this is a totally different day. I wanted to redo how I talked about my vision board because I just didn't like the way it was going. So just like in the previous clip, I talked about how I had these 2 pieces of paper here. Don't worry, I'm going to redo these on the computer or something, but these are just my categories and how I wanted to go about how I wanted to make my 2022 dream board. So starting up here, I have these bank checks or bank to the universe checks, and I have a few of them because one of them is because I want to make $72,000, and that's annually, and that's whether I have a new career, making money from YouTube, influencing, affiliation, anything like that. And then I have another one that says $6,000 because I want my savings account to have $6,000 in it because right now I am lacking. And then I have $55,000 on here because I want to pay off majority of my debt. My debt is actually probably about 42, but majority of that is completely school loans. And then I have a couple of hospital bills on there because I am a type 1 diabetic, so I do go to the hospital quite a bit. And going to the hospital can be expensive, so I have those on there for that. Alright, so I have some apartment things down here, and that's because I do want to actually move out. I would like to move in probably to a city life. I know you guys have heard me talk about moving into a home, but I realize that I am young and there's no reason for me to be tied down to anywhere. So I have a living room here that's looking out over the city because I wouldn't mind living in the actual city looking out, or like a downtown area of a city looking out. And then I have this huge balcony here because I still want to be able to like grow plants and foods and things like that. Obviously, I'm not going to grow everything under the sun, but I still want to be able to do that. So I have this picture here for that. And then, of course, I have a bedroom because I want a nice size bedroom with different color walls than what I have in a nice sized bed. So that is why that's there as well. Moving on, I have this picture here, and that's mainly because if you guys don't know by now, I am part of a UX UI bootcamp program, and that's why I want to make that $72,000 a year, because as soon as I graduate, that's about the not median, but that's about what people in that career field make even their first year coming out. So I have a panel for UX design here, and that's just to have a good career once I graduate. Okay, next, moving on. I know I'm jumping all over the place with my vision board, but as I told you guys before that I have groups everything into a certain category. It's not grouped on the board, but I have grouped into a certain category. So for this one, I want to learn more about stocks, NFTs, and crypto, so that can be another way for me to have different types of income coming in. And it also means to learn how to multiply money. So both of those mean the same thing. Another one that I want to be able to do is be able to like give back to the community or donate, whether that's money, clothes, or anything that I'm not, using at the time. I would love to do some more donations towards like giving back to the earth, whether that's helping cleaning up rivers, lakes, oceans, or even planting trees. I would really love to do that. And then this one here is because, like I said, going back to this check here, I would really like to start becoming debt-free, if not fully becoming debt-free within the next year. So moving on to health, I have these three pictures here that just have food. And that's because I just want to have a more healthy, balanced diet. You guys have been watching me for a while now, and in my vlogs, you guys hear me talk about going grocery shopping or either even start eating healthier. And I really am on a journey to being better at my eating habits, so I have all of these there for that. And then I have this picture here, which is of a woman who basically is a type 1 diabetic. She has different devices on her to help her manage her diabetes. And I used to have these as well. I'm not currently because they are quite expensive, even with my insurance. So I want to get better and have get these tools back to help me manage my diabetes better so I can be a more well-controlled diabetic. And then I have these two pictures here. These are two women that are approximately 140 pounds, 5'1", and I am 5'1", but I really put these up here because I do want to gain weight. Right now I'm sitting at about 111 pounds, and I would love to get to 140. Another reason why I put these here is because just to remind me that of healthy bones and skin and everything like that. Like, I just want to be healthy all the way around. I want my muscles to be nice and strong, especially my heart and anything dealing with my legs and arms, so those are still functioning as I get older. When we get young, as we get older, we tend to neglect some muscles, and I just want to be a reminder here that, hey, work on your body, make sure it's nice and strong. All right, so this whole section here is basically spirituality. So some things with spirituality is just like basically helping my inner child heal, listening to my higher self, understanding my spiritual team clearly, like when they're talking to me, removing fear and doubt, manifesting bigger and better, knowing when something isn't balanced, and working on my divine energy. So she is here because our divine femininity. She is here because when I pictured the divine feminine, this is it right here in a yellow dress. She looks powerful, cute with her little dog. And I know being looking into divine feminine, it doesn't mean that you have to put on a dress and wear makeup, but this is when I saw her, I was like, this is it. So I have that there for that. And then this is a woman here. She's using her spiritual bowls or singing bowls, which is something that I want, but the ones that I want are super expensive. And then I have this photo here which is just surrounded by different words or phrases here. So passive income, growth mindset, financial planning, staying active, manifesting my dreams, elevating others, create generational wealth, loving myself, minding my business, supporting women. And then that's all me. Moving on here, I have relationships. Like, this whole section is relationships here. So I have these here just to signify my partnership and things that I'm looking for a partnership. As you guys know, yes, I do have a boyfriend. I could have just easily put a picture of both of us up here, but I want to stop being in that mindset of people have to stay with me or I have to stay with this person because we're in a relationship right now, and learning that people may be here in phases of your life. Not saying that's him. This might be it. Like, I have no interest in nobody else, but I just want to stay out of that mindset, like, oh, I have to be with this person. Plus, I don't want to put someone here on my dream board and something happens, it doesn't work out, and they're just sitting here on my dream board. Anyways, things that I'm really looking for or to grow in my relationship or even in a partner period is constant conversation about wants and needs, being more present, free to be ourselves, kids at heart, supportive, both of us being able to receive and give, both of us loyal, obviously, both of us working on masculine and feminine energies. The feminine and masculine energies don't have to balance out between both of us, but I do want to work on that. And then just being more open-minded. Moving on, I have family up here, and that is just like literally once I'm healed from my traumas, helping family heal from traumas and creating happiness. All the way over here, I kind of put that up there because the career goal is up here, but I have one up here for career, which is professional team. So a lot of times when you work as like a UX UI designer, you're often working with a creative team. So I have that team there, and that's just because I want to make sure whatever team I work for when I'm in my career is basically diverse, open-minded, supportive. They're firm but friendly at the same time. Like if I mess up, then they're able to communicate that to me without make me feel dumb or look dumb or anything like that. I also have this picture up here for my own personal creative team, whether it's dealing with YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or any type of social media. Like I would love to be able to hire an editor and a photographer to up both my editing game for YouTube and my photography game for Instagram or anything else that requires pictures. And then moving back down here, which is going to basically be the last thing of my relationship category, is friendship. So I want friends to be more supportive. I want to be able to support friends who have projects and are thriving on those projects. I would like to see my friends more, because right now I currently don't see many of my friends at all, and that's because we're just all in different type of lifestyles. We all are in relationships, we're all working, and it's the holiday season, so it kind of is what it is. And then last but not least, I also want to gain more friends. So here I have two pictures of friends. I got this friend that's at the beach, this group of friends that is basically in matching PJs, and that is De'Ara right there. And that's because that's some of the things that I want to do: girls trip, night out or night in, whatever, with my friends. So those are some things that I really want to do. I want to gain new friends that are more like-minded as well. Like a lot of my friends are from my childhood, and you guys have seen me grow. I have grown into a different person completely, which may be completely different from the friends that I currently have, but that's fine. But I just really like more friends to talk about things that I like. Now moving on to the personal section, or the personal category of my vision board, which is pretty much a little bit of all over the place, but most of them are on this second board here. Here I just have a woman with very clear skin. I also would like a softer body in general that's well moisturized, and that picture emulates that for me. All right, and then moving on down here, I have some pictures that kind of go with social media. So I have 1,000 subscribers, because I would love to hit that next year, 1,000 followers on Twitter, 5,000 followers on Instagram, and then here I have a picture of Raven Elise website, because I will be working on a website in December, or this month, because you guys will be seeing this in December. And then these are my analytics for the website, which is basically 100 views per day. So that is something that I definitely want to work on. I did not put TikTok on here because I'm still debating on whether I want to do TikTok or not, but I have, if I did do TikTok, I would like to have 3,000 followers on TikTok, which I know is not that hard to obtain. I have nails here because I really want to start getting my nails and feet done, like actually going out and get them done. That's something that I love to do almost every Friday or every other Friday. When I was in college, I used to go get my nails and feet done, and I stopped doing that at towards the end of college, and then even when I graduated, I just stopped doing it altogether. But now I've started back wearing press-on nails, which you guys saw in this clip as well, just not in this clip because I took them off. But that is something that I really want to do. I have this picture here because you guys know I have locks, and I just started my journey not that long ago. But by this time next year, I would love for my locks to be very thick, because you guys know I don't have that many, but I would love for them to be really, really, really thick. And then I would love them to also be armpit length, because I'm at shoulder length for the most part, but if I get my hair to be armpit length and really thick, I would be very happy. I also want my edges to stay nice and thick as well. Moving on to this side, of course, everybody wants a Tesla. I've had a Tesla on my vision board for probably about 3 years now, and third year is a charm. So I have my Tesla here. I do want the Model X. I wanted the white version, but I've seen an all black version, so I'm still debating on that. But Tesla is definitely something that I see in my future. If not a Tesla, I would love to trade out my current Chevy Equinox for a newer year Chevy Equinox or Traverse. That way I can use the app to basically work my car. So I want better features in a car essentially. Moving back up here to the top of the board, I have two pictures here to signify travel a little bit. This first one is basically a cabin in the woods, and that's because for my birthday I do want to do a cabin trip. It is going to still be a little cold, probably not snowing cold, but it is going to be cold, so I definitely want to do that. I have a whole idea of everything that I want to do for my birthday in the cabin, but that's why that picture is here. And this is a picture of Mexico because I still have never been, even as a 27-year-old adult, and that's just because every time I plan trips to either Miami or Mexico, something always goes south. So next year I definitely want to go to Mexico by all means necessary. All right, and moving down here is because I want to upgrade my wardrobe. So I have not bought I have not bought any clothes, any shoes or anything like that lately, just because I've been on this like chill, oh I don't need it, oh I don't care type of mood, and I'm slowly coming out of that. And I want to really upgrade my sneaker game because I do not wear sneakers. Like, they're my worst type of shoe that I just don't like. But I find myself liking more and more of them now, and I just would rather have some shoes like this for everyday wear. Not just these particular shoes, but sneakers in general for everyday wear. And then I have heels because I want to get out. I want to get back to getting out again and getting cute and stuff like that. And then as far as like wardrobe, I have like business, going out cute attire, and then still sticking to my lounge comfortable attire, but still looking really cute attire here. So those are basically me trying to upgrade my wardrobe. All right, and then I have another picture here that has a little tiny kitten on here, also looking out, sitting right here beside my apartments, because once I do move, I do want to get a cat again. I had a cat in college that now lives with my grandma, but once I move back out again, I would like to have a cat again. And the last picture I'm going to talk about is this one here, and this is just to remind me to be like a boss, to be more fearless, to be better than the year before and things like that. So this is pretty much my vision board, just like this, and I love it. Honestly, I could have put these closer together, but I do like white space. That is my thing, and I'll show you guys where I hang it up at. So this is where I decided to hang them up at. Like I said, I used two boards from Five Below here, as you can see, and it just hangs on this side of my room right above my whiteboard, which is where I told you guys where I was going to put it at anyways. Alright, so I have finally finished putting my pictures on the vision board, and I will say I absolutely love it. I did end up using both canvases for the vision board, and I spaced my pictures out a lot, with a kind of bit. You don't have to do that. If you want to do like collage style, you definitely can. But I am finished. Love the way it turned out. Other than the glue, I usually use double-sided tape, but like I said in my vlog, I had to stop at Five Below because I didn't know where Dollar Tree was. But either way, hopefully the glue dries and some of the pictures look a little better. But other than that, I love it. I'm going to put it under my whiteboard, which you actually guys can see right here. I'm just going to drop it either right under there or right above it. But on that note, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. And of course, be safe in this crazy world. And I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.